Hello there and welcome to OTC Asia. This is the Executive Dialogue interview. And I'm so happy that you've joined us for this and the fact that we have an opportunity to bring you these one-on-one interviews with key leaders in the industry. We're going to be taking a look at what's happening in the industry, looking at technology breakthroughs, looking at innovative business strategies, really looking at what's happening as we all negotiate the energy transition. So we're very, very happy to be here. I'm Ethna Trainer. Now, in this, we're going to be looking at excellence in Asia, of course, setting the pace for future energy. That's our theme, and that's what we're all looking towards. So I'm absolutely delighted for this session to be able to welcome now the Vice President of PetroChina, CNPC, Dr. Luguang is with us. Dr. Li, thank you so much for being with us.
And it's my pleasure to talk to you.
So happy to have you here today and hear your opinions and hear what's happening with CNPC. Now, tell me, when we look at your carbon neutrality target in China, talk to me about what are you doing to hold that leadership position, and really talk to us a little bit about your leadership through the global energy transition.
Green and low carbon development strategy has been in the core of our company's strategy of many years. After the announcement of carbon neutrality target by Chinese government, CNPC has quickly established the company's low carbon transition roadmap in alignment with the carbon neutrality target. The roadmap is called the three-step strategy, that is clean alternative, strategic replacement, and green development. We have adjusted the company's organization structure and set up specific targets and pathways to achieve carbon peaking and carbon neutrality goals. We have given strong efforts to the development of natural gas as well as the alternative energy. We push ahead with the transition to a leading company in broad energy services, which are oil, natural gas, geothermal energy, electricity, and hydrogen. On our way towards the carbon neutrality target in 2060, we aim to achieve near zero emission by around 2050. The overall plan can be divided into the following three stages. The first stage is from 2021 to 2025, with clean replacement as a quick starting point and a breakthrough in development of new energy. Around 7% proportion of alternative energy equivalent and carbon pitch are expected to be achieved by 2025 or around 2025. The second stage is from 2026 to 2035 with large-scale development of geothermal energy, green electricity, and blue-green hydrogen. The total production and supply capacity of clean energy will be increased to a large extent. Our green zero carbon energy supply will exceed our operational consumption of fossil fuels and the strategic succession of geothermal energy, green electricity, and hydrogen to the fossil fuel is expected to be achieved by 2035. The third stage is from 2036 to 2050. We focus on the goal of carbon neutrality and with the large-scale development of alternative energy. Our green low carbon transition is expected to be completely achieved by 2050 through increased development and utilization of alternative energy and increased strategic replacement of fossil fuel, and 5 energy platform of oil, gas, geothermal energy, electricity, and hydrogen will be improved, and the pursuit of near zero emission are expected to be achieved by then. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much for laying out such an ambitious and indeed very strategic plan. Really, really clear there. Thank you so much. And you mentioned gas there. I want to talk a little bit about that. And really, CNPC, you have actually developed gas very, very rapidly, almost to a point where now you have more gas than crude oil, particularly in 2021. So tell me maybe a little bit more about the measures that CNPC is actually going to take next when it comes to the development for natural gas.
Natural gas is our company's one of the advantage. Thank you for your question. CNPC is vigorously conducting the so-called stabilizing oil and increasing gas strategy. The proportion of natural gas in primary energy mix has been continuously increased. At present, natural gas accounts for over half of CNPC's domestic oil and gas production equivalent. It is a milestone in our oil and gas production strategy. We will continue to work in the following 3 aspects as the next measures. Firstly, promoting natural gas production capacity in a continuous manner. We plan to produce 150 billion cubic meters of natural gas by 2025, aiming for 160 billion cubic meters. We plan to increase the natural gas proportion in the CNPC's oil and gas production mix to around 55%. By then, CNPC would play a leading role among our peers. Secondly, strengthening gas storage capacity. We will facilitate the capacity and production of commissioned UGS, advance steadily the development of new UGS, complete the expansion of part of the existing LNG terminals, and speed up preliminary work for the new. Thirdly, advancing the integrate the development of natural gas and alternative energy. Since the development of alternative energy depends strongly on local circumstances, it is essential to integrate the development of alternative energy with natural gas. Natural gas power is featured as low carbon, high efficiency, stable, fast start and stop, and quick load change. It can effectively supplement the peak shaving demand of wind and solar power in the aspects of timing, counted by hours and quarters, weather, and resources. We will build up a number of demonstrations of wind and solar power integrated with natural gas. The different local circumstances of these selected demonstrations were considered. So the construction plan would be best suitable with the local natural resources.
And indeed, I mean, when you look at it, it's about efficiency, it's about stability. And as we have growing demand for energy and for natural gas, you need to meet that demand. But, also thank you so much for putting the plans there for gas and indeed for alternative energy and what you're going to do in the future. It's very exciting to hear the great plans that you have for CNPC. Now, talk to me, though, when it comes to carbon neutrality technology, and what do you see CNPC actually doing for the reserves when it comes to carbon neutrality technology?
Thank you. You know, now the energy transition is a big trend of our industry. So CNPC pay more attention to the innovation of neutrality technology. In the future, we will further plan for carbon neutrality, strengthen the technological reserves and strategic know-how, build a carbon asset management system, and improve CNPC's overall strategy in addressing climate change. Effort will be given for in-depth electrification research to realize synergistic effect of self-consumed clean energy replacement and emission reduction. We will also give efforts to the proactive deployment of advanced technology research on zero carbon production, as well as the implementation of ecological design and digital empowerment. In order to accelerate the development of near zero demonstrations, we will vigorously develop CCUS technology to achieve integrated development of refining petrochemical with CCUS, which should be very important for the strategic replacement of the oil and gas industry.
And indeed, I think, this is a technology that people are looking at around the world. And it's, again, great to see how you are actually going to deploy that technology when it comes to making sure that you're a leader in the carbon neutrality technology. So thank you for that. One of the areas, though, I think that we're hearing too is how everybody really, really needs to work together. That this is not just what you do in China, it's not what everybody does in each country. So please talk to me a little bit, perhaps, about what you're going to do in terms of, making sure that you do a good job, that you bring that harmony in the international cooperation for the energy transition.
CNPC is an international company. So over the years, together with our strategic partners such as BP, Total, Engis, Shell, ExxonMobil, Chevron, we have successfully carried out cooperation in a large number of projects such as Lumena oil field in Iraq, Libra in Brazil, Block 4 natural gas in Mozambique, and so on. Our company has become a reliable cooperation partner to our international peers. Looking into the future, we will continue to strengthen the cooperation with our international peers in the low carbon energy projects. For example, in the area of natural gas with alternative energy projects, chemical products and new material, low carbon investments, and CCUS industrialization, etc. Meanwhile, we have fully engaged in the work of Oil and Gas Climate Initiative, that is OGCI, and have played an important role in the commercialization of CCUS, clean utilization of natural gas, and low carbon transportation. We are now pushing forward the OGCI Northwest CCUS hub with a planned annual CO2 storage capacity of 3 million tons. In addition, we have also established the OGCI China Climate Investment Fund with OGCI Climate Investments. This new fund will mainly focus on the investment of low carbon technologies and projects in China. Thank you.
And indeed, thank you so much. And great to hear about the OGCI China Investment Fund. I think a lot of the work that's going on there absolutely essential to the future of the industry and to make sure that everybody is working together. So good luck to you with all of your international projects and indeed all of those great partnerships, as you say, that you have in place for many, many years and that you will continue to have in place. Dr. Lee, it's been so lovely to have you here on this OTC Executive Dialogue. I want to thank you very much.
Thank you.